Our students in Chiapas, the ones that can stay and work for a while in the human rights offices, they've been involved in some very interesting struggles. Human rights in Chiapas takes on a very basic and fundamental kind of definition. People don't know that they have the right to participate. People don't know that they have the right to organize. Many people, they don't know that they have the right to a fundamental sense of democracy because they've never experienced it before. And so our students have gone out there and conducted talleres, workshops, where they basically train people sometimes in human rights, and then afterwards they receive particular complaints from people who've suffered some sort of an abuse, whether it be domestic violence or violence by the military, or they've lost their property, or there's been some infringement on something that we could call, generally speaking, human rights. So it exposes the students to a very different experience than they would get if they were working in an American law firm with leather couches and many conference rooms. We've worked with a number of legal organizations. The FRIBA is the central legal human rights organization in Chiapas, the Center for Human Rights, founded by the Archdiocese and named after Fray Bartolomé de las Casas in San Cristobal. But we've also worked with the Center for Human Rights of Women. We've worked in Actia, where we had a student stay there. We've worked with organizations in Palenque. We've worked with the Red de Defensores Comunitarios, which is a network that tries to train young indigenous people from the community to become what they call defensores, defenders of human rights, without actually going to law school. We worked with all these organizations, and I always hope that my students can bring things home from Chiapas to continue to work on. And they have. They have. We've filed complaints in the United Nations. We've assisted on briefs in the Inter-American Court of Human Rights. We've written articles for legal and non-legal publications. And recently we've taken on some responsibility for filing an amicus brief in the Massacre at Acteal situation in the Inter-American Court of Human Rights. And the students are very eager to try and follow up their work there. And I also feel like I have to push them a little bit to do it quickly before they get re-involved over their heads in this American law school experience, which of course they're returning to. So every year we look for students who are open, not necessarily progressive students, not necessarily students who have traveled widely or who are Mexican-American, not at all. I think it's important to take a wide variety of students, a diverse variety, to Chiapas. It's always been my hope that if this can be a transformative experience, it can be transformative to anybody.